Okay.
What I want to do right now is to show you how easy it is, a
Mm-hmm.
no-brainer to create a composition notebook. And the one I have in mind today is going to be on tracking your money, something you can do casually. You can do it daily, or you can just do it whenever you think about it. I'm
Right.
going to make this paperback. And so it asks me for what my description is, and I'm going to say paperback, cover, and interior. The project name in this case is going to be Let's Make This How Much Am I Spending?
Okay.
Am I spending? And I'm going to, let's make this How Much Am I Spending Composition Notebook. How's that?
Sounds good.
I'm making this a popular trim size for
Mm-hmm.
doing composition notebooks, 7.5 times 9.5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep everything black and white because if I start putting color and stuff, it's going to cost me
Right.
more print.
Right. Of
I'm
course.
going to make this a bleed in this case because I want to have the option of using a template either that I create or that's already done that would
Mm-hmm.
accommodate bleed. I could do no bleed,
Okay.
but I'll do bleed.
Okay.
I'm going to create the project. Now, watch what happens.
Mm-hmm.
It presents for me a cover,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the cover has all of my specs. And in case I don't want to pay attention there, if I go to the very bottom, it
Mm-hmm.
says how much am I spending and then the size. And this is really important because sometimes you may forget that you said this size.
Right.
You may upload it to KDP, which is Kindle Direct Publishing at 6.9 by mistake, and it's going to spit it out, spit it out,
Right.
spit it out. In this case, I want to get rid of all of this, not getting rid of it, I'm hide it. I go here where all of these little dots are,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm changing the template opacity from
Okay.
100 to 0.
Okay.
I click OK. Now I can put my images, I can put my text on this. Now I can be creative. In
Okay.
this case, I'm going to go to File, Library, and I can either upload an image or a PDF. And
Okay.
all of my PDFs that I've uploaded are going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
All of my images will be below.
Nice.
I want to upload an image and I'm going to take this directly from one of my zip drives. And you see it right there. It says more money, more money, more money.
Right.
Click that on, open. And remember I said below would be my images. So if you're looking for it up here, it ain't there. So I need
Right.
to go down below and there it
Mm-hmm.
is. The word
Okay.
preview is there. I had uploaded it earlier, so I have it up here twice. And I
Right.
don't need it here twice, so I'll click that off. It says, you sure? Warning, warning, Will Robinson, you're about to delete it. Okay. Now I'm going to hit preview. And is this the image I want? I think so, because it has
Yes.
money and
Yes.
coin. I think this will work.
Right.
And there it is.
And there it is. Yes, I'm seeing. Perfect.
What I want to do is size it. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to go over these lines.
Right.
Right, so I can size it a little bit up high. And I also don't want it cut off. So
Mm-hmm.
right there to those lines, and I'm probably pretty good. I will bring it down a little bit. How's that?
Good.
Okay. Now I have this, but I need to put something on this. I should put the title in here. And how you add a title is really simple. That T, that's for
Yeah,
title. I
it's
click
for
on T. Now
text.
I can do a multi-line text or one that would just maybe a couple of words on one line. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
choose multi-line text. That's me personally. I always find it easier, it seems.
Right.
And now I'm going to give this, it's in black. I can change the color, but right now, if I want to change this from this gibberish, I go to edit text. There's the gibberish. So
Okay.
what kind of title do we want to give this? Think of a title.
Um,
How to track my money, right?
right.
How much am I spending? How, not how much am I spending today? How much am I spending? Should I say how much am I spending or how much have I spent?
How much am I spending? I think that's good.
And again, it's important to do your research on keywords,
Mm-hmm.
um, to say, hey, are people looking for that in Amazon? How
Right.
much have, and know that although we're doing this here now, I can go back after it's published and really edit it. It's not a problem. How much
Mm-hmm.
have I spent today? Maybe I'll jazz it up a little bit. How much have I spent today, this month, all
Mm-hmm.
year? No, I can't say all year because I've only got how many pages? 125. So
Mm-hmm.
let's keep it at today. Now, one thing is you might say, well, why didn't I do it for 365 days? Because people get tired. The other
Yeah,
thing is, if
absolutely.
I do it for 300, a whole lot, then people won't come back and get another copy. So I just want to do how much have I spent today? I
Right.
could have done this for just 2 weeks and could have been a 24 pager.
Mm-hmm.
And so just know that you could do that.
Oh yeah, no, that just dawns on me as well that if you do something like 24 pages, it could be bi-weekly instead of monthly or daily even.
Right. So now
So,
I'm highlighting these words
hmm
because I want to not only reposition them, I want to change the color. What color should I make this perhaps? Remember that background is there.
right, maybe a bold green to highlight
Bold,
the fact that it's
how
money.
about this?
Right,
Right there?
something like that. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see how it comes across.
Okay, that's not
Yep,
bad.
visible. Yeah.
Now, I want to center it a little bit. And because you have the design expertise, you'll have real fun with this. Because
Yes.
know that you could, I'm doing it in book mode, but I could have done this in, you could have done it in Canva, on Photoshop, Adobe InDesign, all that stuff. You
Mm-hmm.
know that, so that's good. And
Right.
I centered it, I lined the text so it's centered. I can
Yes.
change the fonts. Do you think I should change the font? Right now it's 43.
Um, First of all, what fonts do they have as far as style? If anything, it should be something that pops, that really grasps the attention right
Okay,
away,
so
so that
so
when
you're
you look
saying,
at it, that's what you see.
so before I change the size, let's look at the choices I have, right?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
know that you can import your fonts to BookBoat.
Oh, okay.
So let's do bangers.
Yes. That looks good.
Okay. Then I hit OK. That's not too bad.
Hmm
Should I change the size?
You might want to change it a little bigger. Yes.
Hmm?
I think you can make it a little larger, the font.
Okay. Now, had I said how much have I spent composition notebook for baby boomers, you definitely want to make it larger.
Right. Definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I didn't make it. You want to do as much of a niche as you can, but we'll
Hmm.
just keep this general.
Right.
I can end up putting five or six of them out and just say how much have I spent today for teenagers? How much have I spent today for baby boomers?
Right. Right.
Do you want to do that?
Um, I think this is pretty good for now. I mean, because if it's generic enough, it'll capture the attention, and if anyone needs more, focus, then you'll start seeing it in the searches.
How's that?
That looks perfect.
I think I might do one later for how much have we spent today for couple
Yes.
for
Yes.
couples?
Yes.
Yeah, I might do that.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that looks good. I like that. Now,
Yep.
over here, I can put something else. Know that when you're doing a low content book, it's not going to show the back page on Amazon.
Okay.
It's only going to show that front page.
Hmm.
So that's important to know. So people
Right.
won't see this back page until they get the book itself.
Hmm.
And some of the very things I'm putting on the back page, I can put on the in the description when we upload it to KDP.
Hmm.
Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I just want to play around with this to get, and sometime if you get, well, not you, but if someone else is doing this who knows more less than me or less than you, right now you get frustrated because I can't select it. So what do I
Well,
do?
if you double click, or you like what you were explaining before, just going to edit text. If you double click on all the writing, or if you double click inside of the edit text box, when it pops up, you might be able to go in and change all the fonting and stuff
There
there.
it is. I
Yes.
double click and I see well, all I know is when in doubt, apply it out. And so here,
Best
I'll
way
go
to learn
here
is by playing with these programs in order to be able to figure things out.
because I want to be able to grab this right here. I'm about to. So,
If
okay,
you
here it is.
highlight in the box,
Here it
yes.
is. Bring it all the way in. It went too far out. And I need to grab it from the top.
So
Oh,
change the font size. Now that you have it there, before you click inside the box, see it click in the box. Now you will lose it again. If you no, it's not gonna work at this point because it's not highlighting anything except where
right.
the mouse touched. So you have to highlight everything within the box. When you're working with the sizing of the box, is the best time for you to go in and change the font size because then it'll affect everything within that box
And
without
so in
having
this
to highlight
case,
words.
all right. So if I hit edit text and delete everything,
No, I mean right now you can go to where it says the 77 point, click on that and change the font now because you have it highlighted.
right, right, right,
Change
right,
the
right,
font
right,
size.
right. Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
So now when you reduce it, you see it's just 2 points somewhere in there, but you can't see it right now.
It just disappeared.
It just made it 2 points, a tiny little print right now.
So so I want to get back to
Click on that
putting,
2 point, and yeah, that says a 77 point. If you click on that and you just type in a number, you can also just type in a number, and sometimes it responds that way. There you go.
okay.
You're gonna see it, but it's probably all the way up at the top off the page because the box. Yes.
Let me add to it again. There
Hmm.
it is.
Yes.
Ah,
Hmm.
so I'm gonna stretch it out here. I'll stretch it out there. And what am I going to say? Uh, use this anytime you want to keep track of your daily spending.
Hmm.
Or what else could we say?
Um, Let me think. Um,
Easy to use.
yes, that's definitely a good start. Helpful when trying to save money for a special trip, item, or expense.
Easy to use form to help you be aware of your money you're
Yeah,
spending,
manage manage your expenses or manage your spending habits.
aware of your spending. I like what you said there. Habit. And why don't we check? How many pages did we use for this? 125 pages? Okay.
25, yes, yes.
125 easy to use. How's that?
Okay,
I'll keep the E capitalized.
right. Yes, you definitely want easy to stand out.
Forms.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what size do we want this?
What else are we gonna put back there? Is it necessary to make any bigger, or I mean, I think
No,
that 20
nothing
is a
else.
good size when it's just informational.
Yeah. So let's make it a little larger, maybe.
Okay.
That's real large.
Yeah,
How's 39?
sounds good. You're gonna have to bring the box down now because it went up off the page, off the margins. If you hit on the border of the box, there you go. When it changes,
But I want it selected again. Okay, good.
that's what I mean. If you hit one of the edges of the actual box, sometimes it gives you this. But since you came out of it and went back on it, then yeah.
And what color are we making this?
Um, hmm. I think we should stick with green, just because of the color
So
of money. Money is always
select.
referred to as green.
How's that?
That's good. Hmm.
Okay. Now I'm going to my interior pages. And when I use my interior templates, I go here, file library, but now I want to go to page templates.
Hmm.
And they've got a lot of interior templates. And
Hmm.
I already selected these as possibilities. I'm
Hmm.
going to go with this, see how it looks. This lets me write down the date, the description of the expense, payment type, and amount,
Hmm.
and the month and the year.
Yeah,
Okay.
that breaks it up where each one of those sheets is for the month. So that's one good way of tracking it. Definitely one good page to use.
Let's look at that one. Now you notice here I'm looking at all of my 125
Uh
pages.
huh. Uh huh.
That includes my cover. I want to select all.
Okay.
By selecting all, that means that template's going to go on all those pages, but I don't need it to go on the cover.
Right.
So I deselect that, and all the rest of them are going to be in there. Now know that if I had multiple different types of templates,
Uh
then
huh.
I would just select the ones that I wanted to go on.
Right.
Continue to my option. Do I keep the aspect ratio centered on work area or paper, or resize the whole thing?
Resize to fill. So that this way, if it goes over the edges or above or whatever, it'll always stay within the margins. I think that's the easiest way.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Now it's going to do. And you see the little thing whirling around on the left side? it's putting on each and every page.
Right. Right. I see that. Yes.
Now, the cool thing about this is it's still doing it. I can't just,
Mhm.
I gotta wait until this finished, which is good.
Right. Right. It automatically formats it for you, which is great. Absolutely.
And if I want to see what it looks like with the views, you see that little eye? That does, this is the tricky with book bolt. You've got to
Mhm.
find that eye. Right
Okay.
next to settings is that eye. I click on that and it's letting me
Right.
see what it looks like overall.
Right.
And you see it's
Right.
still moving, moving, moving. But
Mhm.
this I found out about serendipity. You
Mhm.
see where it says list view?
Yeah. It makes the they're called
Watch.
yeah. I'm trying to remember what these things are called. Not footnotes. Not there's I don't know what they're called. I forget what they're called right now. I'm losing the terminology, but these are basically to show you a larger spread of everything as
This
these
is what you want to
formats.
do where you're not doing Adobe InDesign, but it gets close to it
Mm-hmm.
when I get book view. And this is critical because this I lets me know you're reading from left to right, but fine, that's my cover, but whoa, look at that. That's my first page. I
Right.
could have chosen to put create something that tells people how to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Then I hit next there. I could have different things on different pages, but if you want to know,
Absolutely.
this is
Right.
really good. We had to use this when we were doing the book, Crumb Snatcher. We had to look
Mm-hmm.
and see, make sure the writing was on the left, right? If you're doing coloring pages, you want to make sure that there's a page for you to color, but then another page after it that should be blank in case it bleeds. You see?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You do that better if you're not working in InDesign. You want to use this book view. But again, I
Absolutely.
emphasize just look at that little eye.
Right.
Now, basically,
Mm-hmm.
I come out of this and I'm ready to go. It's done. I'm
Right.
going to actually download this. And you see where it says download? And when I first
Uh-huh.
started using BookVote, I had to go back over the video a couple of times and say, well, how do I download it? Where is it going? So I click on it. It says download, but I was saying, which one? What's going on? One, I have a choice to download it, ebook, printed books, the current one, current pages. I want to download the entire thing. And it puts it in a CMYK zip file. And when you click this on, it's going to put this in my download file
Right.
as a zip file. And when I click on that zip file, it will break it up into the interior and the cover. Because when
Right.
you upload and when we go to upload this to KDP, that's what's going to happen. In our next video, I'm going to show you how to upload it to KDP.
Okay.
Okay. So right now, this is done and it's telling me that it has been put in my download. And
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
That's yeah. It's very user friendly.
And
It's very
that's,
user
and
friendly.
how long did that take?
Not long at all.
No. So let's pause this video. Stop the recording.